got Miss Wong, the manager at the Sands Lux Apartments, on the line. And this one might actually be something. Says she's got a tenant who might be making bombs in...
Shush, shush, shush. Let me talk to them. You're leaving out important details. It's the weirdo in apartment 3. He's gonna kill us all. There's all kinds of loud banging coming from his room. And he's not alone. He's got friends in there. They're planning something. I know it. Do you think I would have called you if the marshals had listened to me? They say I call too much. Goddamn lazy good-for-nothings. Maybe there was nothing going on those other times, but this one's real. I'm sure of it. Come to the Sands Lux Apartments now. That loony's liable to blow the whole place sky high.
Sorry, November. Over and out.
Huh? What do you mean by sorry?
Did you read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector, I cracked up.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right. Burn. Gone faster than 3 cremations so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Brown chocolate pudding for me.
Yeah? This is the Sands Lux Apartments? Who's there?
The Desert Rangers to see Miss Wong.
What? You're here? I don't believe it. Come in.
Yes, ma'am. Sure you want to travel to Sands Lux Apartments? Of course I am. Why would you even ask such a silly question? Rosie Wong is waiting for you when you enter, smoking a cigarette. She smiles when she sees you. Her teeth are the color of caramel corn.
I can't believe you came. Those goddamn marshals never come. They think I'm a pest. I'm vigilant, is what I am. V-I-G-I-L...
She takes a deep drag.
A-N-T. Anyhow, I hope you're ready for trouble, Rangers, because I got a situation here.
Oh, come on, Rosie. I always came when you called, didn't I?
You're with the Rangers now, Quan? Well, you were one of the better ones. I'm glad you're out of that marshal racket.
What's your problem with the marshals?
They're bought and paid for. Sure as hell never help ordinary citizens, let me tell you. Unless you pay them extra, but I never pay anybody until they earn it.
Smart lady. What do the marshals think? Wait, why do the marshals think you're a pest?
Because I asked them to do their job. They hate that, the lazy, fat-ass carbuncles. If they never did a lick of work in their lives, it would be too much for them. Ugh.
Yeah. What seems to be the trouble?
The guy in room 3, Irv. He's not supposed to have anybody else living there, but I hear voices in there all the time. They're always banging on stuff, and I can smell burning and bleach and I don't know what else. Make him stop it or throw him out. Either one is fine with me.
Alright. Have you looked inside the room?
I can't. The shifty bastard's put his own locks on the door. That's how I know he's up to no good. Apartment room 3. End of the long hallway. The door's on the right.
Should have asked her if she
I know he's
talked
up
to
to
him.
something. I just know it.
Okay, Rosie. We got it.
Let's see what you got in here, though. You got a drug stash. And a cassette tape. This cassette has multiple courier labels on it as if sent back and forth numerous times.
Alright, marshals, listen up. If you won't take my noise complaint seriously and do your damn job, then I guess I'll just have to do it for you. There's been strange noises coming out of apartment 3 all week. People yelling and stomping around at all hours, and strange mechanical sounds. They could be making bombs for all I know. Say you need evidence? Well, Irv just left, so I'm going inside and document everything I find. It's Rosie Wong, the landlady. I was just checking to make sure you were okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? Oh, well, you know, the noise.
Oh, okay then. There's obviously something going on, but I'm willing to bet it's not as nefarious as she believes it is. Apartment 1, apartment 2. What happens if I just go into random apartments? Let's find out. Ah. Mechanics level 5. Does she have the skill points to get that? No, she does not. That's alright. Whatever's behind that door, I guarantee you it's valuable. Apartment 2. Make sure I save. Who are you, Frank?
Huh? Get the fuck out of my apartment.
Just give me a minute, man. I just want to make sure there's no valuables, you know? Alright, Frank. You get off this time. Quiet down, kiddies. Apartment 6. I can pick the lock to that. Hello? Satoshi?
Need space demons intercepted. Display rendered object and assigned to translation vectors.
The hooded figure appears at you unblinking and proffers a simple metal case. He seems to want you to take it. What are you offering us?
Redundant variable detection grid populated by live stream data.
I didn't understand any of that. Okay.
Alert. Do not delete local references to object. If memory allocation is null, then unhandled exception occurs.
It appears he's telling you not to open or discard the case or you'll face some kind of consequence. He turns back to his terminal and seems to forget you're in the room.
Avoid unintentional unsigned wraparounds.
Okay. All of these computers appear to be networked together. They're running completely unrecognizable streams of code. I don't know who or what you are, sir, but you have a nice day. What a fascinating fellow. Knock knock. This apartment 3? It's not, but we got a toaster. Oh, Argon Lance, heavy machine gun. Sized and weighted like a heavy machine gun, but glowy and zappy like something from space. I mean, I don't have anybody who specializes in heavy weapons, unfortunately, but I will keep it in mind nonetheless. I mean, I find myself really wanting to give people just a lot of intelligence because I want skill points. Meat pies. How to make pies from scratch by In Love It. An illustrated cookbook of meat pies from around the world and step-by-step recipes. What you got in here? Oh, don't go in. Do I exist, Earth clone? Excuse me? I'm sorry. Could you run that by me again?
The square of the hippopotamus is 3 times the length of its arm.
I'm gonna need to double check that. Sounds about right. Alright, let's give it a shot. See what happens. Oh, dope. I just blew her up. Oops. You accidentally downed one of your own squad members. Yep. I certainly did that. Why you guys so, like... you guys are so armored for some reason. See what that does. Let's go for the body shot. I can't tell if he's got a lot of armor or if he just has a lot of health. It looks like he has a lot of health. You could get a headshot. Yeah, sure. Nice. I guess let's take a shot. And you missed completely. See what happens. Nice. I mean, not too much damage is what I mean. I see him trying to fire. Ow. Go, Major Tom. Alright, you take a shot. 30%. I mean, I'll just take a shot on this. I'll take 2 shots on that. 65. Sure. And you hit him. Ah, nice. A lucky move, too. Lots of misses. Not good. Alright. I will take the punishment. It's fine. No, Major Tom.
Somebody better patch me up.
Oh no, Major Tom, I'm hitting you.
Funny, but you're laughing at jokes.
Alright. Scientist outfit equally useful in laboratories and laboratory-based pornography. Alright. A lore book. Clown's Guide to Paints, Makeup, and Acid. 1984's top seller. Now you too can look like a clown. Well, I can tell you this wasn't quite what I was expecting. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put one person on here. Hold up. Get. Then we're gonna put Big Man over here. And we're gonna take you, Computer Nerd, and we're gonna put you on over here. On the desk you find a chaotic mess of ancient dot matrix. Okay, let's begin the experiment. Computer analyzes both sensors as large volumes of data fill the screen. A small thermal printer begins to spew reams of information-laden paper. The text is thick with mind-numbing scientific jargon, charts, graphs, cryptic electrical and anatomical diagrams, and some printouts reference books and notes on the table. Titles of the textbooks stand out: Cloning in Our Time, Dream or Reality, Robotics, Cybernetics, and Cloning, The Future is Now, Cloning Theory and Practice, Life Everlasting, TM Business Prospects, A New You. The list continues, but one component remains the same, the name on every title page: Professor Irwin John Finster, PhD. Okay. Every ranger knows the name of Irwin John Finster, the director of the infamous Project Darwin and an old enemy of the Desert Rangers. Rosie's tenant, Irv, has some explaining to do. Alright. Alright.
So, what'd you find in apartment 3? Was he making bombs like I said?
Nah. It's not safe in there. Please stay out until we find him. He wasn't there, and it's weirder than that.
Weirder how?
Your tenant may be associated with dangerous scientists. He also has a cloning machine, and we killed several copies of him. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, you were right. That's weirder than making bombs. Can I at least go in and clean up?
Don't blame us if you're horribly mean. We're going to look for him. It's not safe in there. Please stay out until we find him.
Oh, his security deposit's not gonna cover the repairs, is it? If he wasn't in his apartment, then he's probably at the bookshop in Market Square. Look for a skinny guy, always wearing a lab coat. Let me know what happens.
Sure thing.
Hi. Do you have any books on cloning?
On what? Clowning? No clown books, sorry.
No, cloning! You know, using your own genetic material to make a new human.
Oh, you mean fucking! Yes, I've got plenty of books about fucking.
What? No, not fucking! Cloning! It's how you make new humans without sex.
Jesus. Why would anyone want to do that?
Let's quick save real quick. A tall, lanky man is looking over the books on a merchant's stand, muttering nervously to himself. Mind if we ask you some questions? Don't move, keep your hands weak. Mind if we ask you some questions?
I guess. Who are you?
We're the Desert Rangers who've been helping out around Colorado Springs. Is your name Irv?
I'm Irv. What do you want?
We were attacked by in your apartment with figures who look just like you. In explanation for that, we found some papers in your apartment written by Irwin John Pfister. Is that your real name?
Oh no! Did you kill them?
I'm afraid we had to.
Oh, poor clones. They never really acted right. I screwed up the formula somehow.
We found some papers. Is that your real name?
He
looks around nervously.
Please don't tell the marshals, but I'm one of his clones. Unfortunately, I'm 4th generation, at least. So, I'm not as smart as the original. Smart enough to use Dr. Finster's notes to get the cloning machine working again, but not smart enough to make good quality clones. I can't even make one as good as myself, and I'm not that good. Bits of me don't work very well at all.
Tell us more about these clones.
Well, I guess I'm kinda afraid to make friends the normal way, so I made them an abnormal way. Only I didn't do it very well. When they came out of the chamber, there was something wrong with them. They were really stupid and really crazy. And they just got crazier day by day. If I hadn't run out of the apartment today, they would have killed me. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad father.
Uh-huh. What do you know about Dr. Finster?
Oh, Dr. Finster was a genius. He's the only person in the world to have mastered the cloning of humans. He may have become a little paranoid at the end, but that doesn't lessen any of the good he gave to the world. Until he decided all humans had to die. He was a real humanitarian.
Is Finster still alive?
The original? No, not anymore, but I guess, in a way, as long as I'm alive, he is too, because I'm him, aren't I?
Huh. He pills suddenly and swallows.
I'm him, but not the part of him that wanted to wipe out the entire human race, right? Yeah? I wasn't suggesting, no. You know the whole nature versus nurture debate? How some things are genetic and some things you learn? Well, that killing everybody part of him, that was nurture. He wasn't born that way, and neither am I. I swear. You believe me, don't you?
I don't know. We believe you're not smart enough to threaten the human race. We don't believe you. Clones can't be trusted. We believe you're not smart enough to threaten the human race.
It's true. I'm not. I'm totally not. So, you're not gonna arrest me?
We're not. In fact, if you bring your cloning machine, you're welcome at Ranger HQ. We could use a scientist. If we let you go back to the Sans Lux apartment, will you promise to keep the noise down? Sorry, you're too dangerous to be walking around free. You're under arrest. You know what? Come back. We'll take you.
You're gonna let me be a real scientist? This is the best! I'm so grateful! I'll do good work for you. I promise. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Any word on the loony in number 3 yet, Rangers?
We found Irv and he won't be coming back. You can clear out his room now.
About time. Gonna take me a week to clean up that mess. What was his deal, anyway?
He's a clone and he was afraid of being found and arrested, so he hid in his room and made other clones for friends.
Ah, that's kinda sad. What did you do with him?
We've invited him to join us at Ranger HQ. He's gonna work at our medical lab.
Well, how about that? I'm glad to hear it. Never wished the poor man ill, just didn't want him here. Thank you, Rangers. Here's a little something for taking care of the problem and tying it up in a pretty bow. So long. Oh, my sciatica.
Be seeing you, Rosie.
Ranger HQ, managing your squad. Now that you've got a full squad, you might want to kick someone out to make room for fresh blood. Talk to Sergeant Gretzky to manage your squad and recruit new Rangers. Well, we got a few people hanging out now. It looks like they kicked out that slicer, which is a shame. You've unlocked the med bay. Here you can shop for medical supplies. You can also speak to the doctor to get free healthcare, including restoring incapacitated squad members. We got Irv here.
Hi, Rangers. Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Are you enjoying the work?
I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. And now I can actually do things. It's incredible.
What do you think of Doc
He's
Parker?
wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, you know, evil.
What are you working on?
A horse that will drink when you lead it to water.
Okay. Can you clone one of us?
Yes. Theoretically, I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process. But no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably.
Okay. Let's try it anyway.
Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can reuse them. Now, put your palm on the machine right here.
Okay, placing your palm on the pad of Irv's machine, you feel a small pinprick. Irv shows you a pink pulsating pineapple-sized glob of goo, then toss it into a hatch on the other side of the machine. The machine whirs and rattles for a few minutes before the sound makes its way out, similar to air gurgling out of pudding-filled balloon. Okay. The chamber shudders and the room rings with a wet slapping noise. With an ear-ringing squelch, a highly pressurized jet of goo fires out of a crack in the chassis. The chamber shudders and the room rings with a wet slapping noise. With an ear-ringing squelch, a highly pressurized jet of goo fires out of a crack in the chassis. Finally, the doors slide open, a gush of foul-smelling purple fluid pours out, followed by a gray-skinned, hairless, and mucus-covered clone.
Hey, this one can talk!
Interesting. Oh, is he following us? Gotcha.
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need?
How's that patient
Fine.
of yours?
Everything is fine, for now.
Do you have any medical supplies? We'd like to be patched up.
No sense in bleeding all over the place. Have a seat.
Ah, of course.
7A.
7A, checked.
13C. 1B. Time to make this place shine. Grab a mop and let's get to work.
A mop? I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger who was assigned to me. Get going.
Join the Rangers,
This place looks
they
fancy.
said. Life of adventure, they said. Nuts.
This place is so fancy.
Hey, Rangers! Hope you like what I've done with the space.
It looks great. I love what you've done with the spice. Warrior Blacks fixed the base of the holographic projector. Oh, it's a Prasad memorial.
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Kit Boodle.
What if we had animatronic displays, like in the Patriarch's Museum in downtown?
Isn't that how you get,
Robots are autonomous. Animatronics are just machines.
I don't know what those words mean, but I'd still shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay,
Robot
maybe not.
mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
Huh. A model of Bellamy Ward's greenhouse spires celebrating the Rangers' rooting of Dorsey forces in the Garden of the Gods. Ah, that's awesome. I imagine we're gonna just see more and more relics pop up here as time goes on.
We're pitching in where we can. I hope we've been some help at least. Anything you need?
Not that I think it. If I had more time to explore the base than we have,
Sure.
can I ask you about it? Did you touch any of the equipment
Andy
in the
may
war
have.
room?
He's the only one of us who knew computers. I told him to stay out of there because I was afraid of, well, of something like what happened when this whole place got locked down. Booby traps, mostly. One of my people disarmed an explosive on a door, but missed a gas mine under the floor panel on the other side. She was vomiting for a week. Almost died. I told everyone to avoid the room after that. No one here is worth losing over whatever guns may or may not be in there.
Anything we can scavenge in the garage?
Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot next to a dead body. Hard pass.
Yeah, they cleaned that out before I had a chance to activate it.
Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Hope. Hello, Hope. The warden salutes as you approach, then gestures to the pristine brig.
Scrubbed up nice, huh? What can I do for you?
How
You
are the
haven't
prisoners?
arrested anyone yet, Rangers. But you can bet they'll be in good hands when you finally bring the lawless to justice.
Yeah.
Good luck out there.
Hello, Rangers. Permission to speak?
Permission
I just wanted
granted.
to say thank you again for saving my life. If you hadn't talked to Judge Watkins, well, I wouldn't be here, and I'm really happy to be here. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Thanks. Oh, and Mom thanks you too.
Well, you're welcome, Austin.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas.
The gate opens before you. Alright. Yeah, don't question the clone, by the way. Let's go ahead and save the game.
No one's allowed in there. Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
Alright.